Oh yeah, they're gonna.
Somehow that's how it is.
Don't touch this whenever you do. But you guys are good children, so I trust you.
Okay, alo mi baba.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to continue what we have been learning about Mangala Sutta. But before we continue, so we are going to have a new routine of changing our mindset whenever we start learning here. This can be applied in your daily life, and we have been doing that with our prayers every night already. So whenever you come in, whenever we start our lecture, we're going to have this mindset. Okay? So there are 5 steps that you can apply to anything in your life, what you want to do. Okay? So let's read all these 5 together. I
like to learn Dhamma. I learn Dhamma well. I enjoy learning Dhamma. I am happy learning Dhamma. Learning Dhamma is the only thing I am focused on at this moment.
Now, you need to not only recite it, you really need to think about the meaning and practice it. Change your mindset. In our life, our mindset is the most important thing. Whatever you do. For example, if your parents force you to do something that you don't want, or if your life forces you to do something that you don't want, and you have no other choice. Now, this is how you change your mindset. Okay? So, but in here, for example, maybe some of you are here because your parents force you to be here. You don't really want to be here. Okay? But you have no other choice. Then how you change your mindset is this. So, what I want you to do is I want you to, whenever we start our lecture here in this class, we'll start with this, and you will change your mindset so that you are ready. Okay? So keep your hands together, just like you're promising to yourself and Buddha. Okay? So let's repeat all these together and at the same time practice it. Okay? I like to learn Dhamma. I learn Dhamma well. I enjoy learning Dhamma. I am happy learning Dhamma. Learning Dhamma is the only thing I am focused on at this moment. Okay, so we will start. Now, we have been watching this movie and we're going to analyze some things today. So, if you only had one day to live, what would you do with it? What are you dying of? What do you want out of life? No, I mean the whole world is about to explode. Now let's imagine that's happening to you right now. You're dying. The whole world is going to explode next minute. What are you going to do? Josh.
Do nothing.
Do nothing? Okay. Anyone want to answer that question? If the whole world's going to end in the next moment, what are you going to do, Thomas?
I'm like, oh shoot, it's an exploding world.
Okay. Anybody else? That will happen to you. Okay? One day or the other. Meaning, let's say I can suddenly get into an accident and die. Or I might be old and I know I'm dying very soon. Yes, it may not happen to me right now or tomorrow, but it will happen one day and it will happen to you one day. So when you are dying, you know you're dying. You know this is the last moment for you. What would you do? Ted, you raise your hand. What would you do?
Meditate.
You want to meditate? Okay. All right, so now what did Rita say on this? So Phil asked, no, I mean the whole world is going to explode. What are you going to do? Rita answered very beautifully. What did she say? Anyone know? You guys are not watching movie, right? Yes, go. What did she say?
She said that I wouldn't really care because it's not exploding right now.
No, it is. You gotta mention it is exploding. So this is what she said. profession right now?
Weather.
She's a what?
Weather.
No, she's not a cameraman. No, he is a weatherman. She's a director, right? She is a scene director. So what she wants to know is, if the world is exploding, that's great. That's once in a lifetime. I will just record that event. I don't care if I'm going to die. Right? So you guys need to think about it too. What do I do if it is my last minute? Okay? So I'm going to show you a few things and a few videos that how people handle this kind of thing. Right? For example, if I'm going to die and if the world is going to explode in the next minute, I will just meditate. Do you know why? Because your last moment is the one that decides where you go. Whether you go to the upper round or lower round. So a lot of times, what will happen to people? Let's say you know that the world's going to explode.
You hold on to everything.
A lot of people will be scared, right? Will you not?
Yeah.
Will you not be scared? Let's say I am a bad guy and they're going to execute me. They're going to cut my head. They're going to use a guillotine or they're going to shoot me. Will I be scared or will I be happy? I'll be scared, right? Remember? Scared is a type of anger. If you die with anger, where do you go? Down where? Which round? To hell, right? If you die with anger, you go down to hell, right? So that's the reason why I want to meditate. But let me show you a few things in other movies, what people do in their last moment. Now, how many of you know this movie? For what? Anyone?
Titanic.
That's from Titanic. How many of you know Titanic, by the way? How many of you watched Titanic? Okay. So I'll show you the piece, okay?
Are we only doing the musician part?
We're musicians.
Oh, come on.
The second. That's
It's not that bad. It's not kissing. Because you're supposed to be people jumping down from the left. Okay, stop the song.
And then this program just moved.
Give your kids the boost they need to reach their full academic potential. Excel will help you to have a routine.
Hey, guys, listen. So the Titanic is sinking, okay? So look at what people do in their last minute. That's the captain. That's the main character. Leonardo DiCaprio. Kate Winslet. So what are they doing in their last minute?
That's the main goal. Making his pose and all.
So they are recalling their best memories. No, that's right now. So look at that. That's a real story, by the way. So the last moment they decided just to be like that. Now that's also a real story. So the mother decided just to put their kids to sleep. Is that recalling the memories? Some people are scared, a lot of people are scared. Of course you're dying, you know that you're going to die for sure. Look at what he's doing. That's also a real story.
Is it upside down?
That's how Titanic sank. So you guys should watch that movie if you guys haven't watched that movie. That's a very good movie, very classic piece. But what I want you to learn is if you're in that situation, what would you do? Okay? So Rita answered that question. So you guys couldn't answer my question, but you need to prepare for it. What if you are on that ship? What if you go to Burma and you're on an airplane and the airplane is going to crash? What are you going to do?
Gentlemen, it has been a privilege playing with you tonight.
It's so beautiful. That looks like some people just sacrifice it.
You don't know what IXL is? Yeah, but they don't use ad problems like this.
Okay, so some people decide to do these in the last minute. They know they're dying, so these musicians, they initially decided, okay, I'm going over, done. I'm just going to leave. But they realized, I'm going to die anyway. So he started playing again, and the rest of his crew joined him back, and they played the music till the ship sank completely. Now these two couples also decided, well, if we jump in the ship, I'm not going to survive anyway. We will just sleep through that. There was a family, and the mother decided to, because they're not in the first class, they're in the lower class. They know that they cannot get into a boat. Even if they get into the boat, there's a chance that they will die. So she just was telling the nighttime story to the kids, and they sent with the boat. No. So at this point, what's important is they are not reacting. Right? If you were on that boat, would you be running, screaming, yelling?
No.
Asking for your mom and dad, move me! Right? I would be if I were you too, because you're little. I'm not blaming you. But I'm teaching you now, you should be prepared.
So technically, the mom is just gonna let the itty bitty children sleep and die in the water, drowning.
Well, it's better
So
than
it's better than screaming and yelling and fighting. Right? So if you try, if you work hard and if you can escape, if there's even 1% chance you should. Now, we're not talking about that. We're talking about there is no chance, 0 chance. You're sure that you are not going to survive. You're not going to escape. How would you die? Right? You have the choice. You have the choice of screaming and yelling and dying and suffering. And you have the choice of just peacefully passing away like these guys. Okay? So, beautiful. Beautiful. It's even best that they think, okay, I'm just going to enjoy my music and entertain the rest, whether they listen or not. That's not my business. Okay? So, for me, as I said, I will meditate in that situation because I know that I'll be scared, but if I meditate, I will not be scared because I know that if I'm scared and if I die, I will go to hell. Right? If I fight back, scream, yell, scared, I will go to hell. If I relax, meditate, chances that I'll go up. Right? So now, that's what Rita is saying. Next. So, Rita said, if the water's going to explode, I'll just find out what the best shot will be. I would like to know where I put my camera. Okay? So you need to be really serious about your business, even if you're last minute of your life. Okay? So, now you can apply that idea to your daily life. The most important thing is in number 5. What is number 5?
blank.
Whatever that you want to do is the only thing I am focused on at this moment. Sophia, when moms ask that question, why I don't let you eat in the class at the same time, Sophia Chuan, right? So at the same time, it's because of this. Because our brain cannot handle two things at a time. You think you can multitask. That is not true. Okay? Our brain is exactly like a computer. Your computer cannot handle many things at the same time. Your processor is so good that it looks like it can, but in actuality, it is working one at a time. Okay? One is going on, the other one cannot come in. Your brain is the same way. But it's so quick that you feel like you're doing 2, 3, 4, 5 things at the same time. Okay? So, that's the reason why you need to focus on only one single thing, whatever you do. Okay? So, let's imagine that, tell me something that you're doing because your parents force you to, but you don't want it, but you think you should. Say, for example, Wayne doesn't like water polo. I made him do it. He does it because he has no other choice. I'm the dad and he has to do it. So he will put here like, I like to do water polo. I do water polo well. I enjoy doing water polo. I'm happy doing water polo. Water polo is the only thing I'm focused on at this moment. That's what he will do. So one of you tell me what you want to try with this. Something that you're doing because you're forced to do, and even though you don't want to do it, you know you should do it. For example, like karate, doing kumon, doing whatever. Thomas, yes. Oh, nothing?
Oh, yeah.
Right, Minecraft is not included because Minecraft is what you want, right? Yes, Kai. Say it again. Carrots? Okay. You don't like carrots. So let's say you don't like any type of food. So Kai is saying that I don't like carrot, but my mom forced me to eat it because it's good for my health. So you should change your mindset. I like to eat carrot. I eat carrot well. I enjoy eating carrot. I am happy eating carrot. Eating carrot is the only thing I'm focused on at this moment. Yes.
I don't like that Wayne keeps constantly screaming in my ear. In the car, he's yelling about eating candy.
No, that's not about what you do.
This
This is about you, not someone else, right? This is about what you practice.
I'm suffering.
This is about, so then you have to change. I like to hear my brother. I hear my brother well. I enjoy hearing my brother. I am happy that my brother talking to me, and hearing my brother is the only thing I'm focused on at this moment.
Can you hear me? No.
Okay, so this sounds funny, but that's what you need to change your mindset, what you need to practice. For things that you think you should do, you accept that you should do it, but you don't really like it. Like some of you have to go to piano because your parents want you to do it. Some of you swim or play karate, go to kumon. Oh, kumon, I don't know why I have to go to kumon. I already have a lot of homework. That's a lot of homework from kumon. Why do I have to do it? Right? But on the other hand, you know that you're smart in the class in math because you're doing kumon. But when you are to do it at home, you don't feel like doing it. Then you're going to change your mindset and practice that. Okay? Alright, so now that's one thing that I'm teaching you today is how do you keep your mindset? How do you put your mindset? Especially, number one, for things that you need to excel with. And for the time that you're going to die next moment. In fact, as a Buddhist, every moment you're going to imagine like that. You're going to imagine you're going to die next moment. That's a good big push for you to work hard. If not, a lot of us, we human beings are lazy people. What do you think? Oh, I can do it tomorrow morning. I'll go to sleep. And tomorrow morning, you know you're not done with your homework, but you don't want to go. It's okay, fine. And you drag your feet. Right? you always postpone or procrastinate because of that. But if you know that that's the last moment in life, you will do the best thing that you want to do. Okay? So that's what I want you to understand. Now, we're going to move on to next. So what's the first requirement of reader's perfect guide? So Phil is asking the reader, who is your perfect guy? Yes, you guys start.
He's too humble to know he's perfect.
He is too humble to know he's perfect. Okay, good. Who else?
He
Sir?
doesn't have to look in the mirror every 2 minutes.
He doesn't have to look at the mirror every 2 minutes. What's the sentence before that, which is more important? You're right.
Perfect body. Well, he has a perfect body.
He has a perfect body. Okay.
I don't think anyone. That was a sentence before that. There's an instrument.
Played an instrument. Good.
Listen to
Loves his mother.
Love his mother. Good.
There was one sentence. 2 things. He likes to clean baby poopy, and then and then he likes children and animals.
Okay, good. William?
He's generous, kind, nice.
He's
I
generous,
don't think I
kind,
ever
and
heard
nice.
that.
So, here's the
He
thing.
does like to clean the poopy.
You guys really need to think about it. I know it's a little bit early for you. You need to think about how would you like your partner be in life. So how would you like your boyfriend be? How would you like your girlfriend be? I know your mother or your father are thinking, what is he teaching my kids? Well, you're going to think about this sooner or later, right? But you better be prepared now so that you don't pick a wrong guy. If you pick a wrong guy or wrong girl, your life is going to be horrible, right? Would you pick a guy like this? No?
Yes, I would.
That's okay.
I wouldn't because I'm a boy. Boys can go date with boys.
So, would you ever imagine you're a girl? Would you ever marry a guy like this now?
Yeah, I would.
You won't. You will suffer, right? Because this guy's arrogant, right? He is so arrogant. Is he humble?
No.
Not at all, right? He's so arrogant. You will not marry a guy like that at all. But would you marry a girl like her at this moment? Yes, right? So,
do that?
Well, like if a person like her.
thanks.
You would have to be a boy. First of all, he's too humble. There we go.
Now he's too humble to know he is perfect. Now, how do you understand by the word humble?
He doesn't have so much prima donna he just thinks well of other people, and he doesn't like when the team wins. He doesn't really care, like, yeah.
Okay. What does Buddha say about being humble? Yes, Eddie.
I was just gonna say like you're not too self-centered and you focus on others before you focus on yourself.
Very good. Yes.
Maybe one of the 38 laws.
One of the 38 Manglas? Okay, what does Buddha say in one of the 38 Manglas about being humble? What do you remember? So you guys memorize the 38 Manglas, most of you, right? So which paragraph tell you about to be humble in 38 Manglas? Anybody? Oh, you don't know yet? Not yet? Okay, that's okay, we'll discuss about that. Okay, now, before we go to Mangala Sutta, what about when we pray? We just pray over there with Ogasa, right? What do we say in Ogasa? So Ogasa is the one that the whole country, almost 50 million people, we have about 60 million, but let's imagine that about 10 million are not Buddhist. But in Burma, about 50 million people are Buddhist, and they pray with Ogasa day in and day out. What do they say? What do we say in Ogasa about being humble?
Be humble.
Be humble? What's the word? What's the Burmese word to be humble? Okay, next slide. Okay, well, before we go there, so now,
I said that.
would you marry someone like him?
Been there.
I'm going to ask
Wait,
the
this
girls.
guy or the
Now,
other guy?
let's imagine if you're not reading this, he's a handsome and cute boy, right? Why not? Sure, yeah? But let's imagine, let's read this. What does he say here?
Been there, done that, then been there several more times because apparently I never learned.
Would you, no matter how cute the boy is, if he has this kind of mindset and this kind of education, education, would you marry that kind of person?
Of course not.
No, right? So we don't. Yes, we do look at the body figure, but what is more important? The heart here or the body figure? The heart and the mindset, right? So this guy, even though he's a handsome, cute boy, that every girl would like to fall in love, but you, knowing this better, that you will stay away from this kind of person, right? So because he is too arrogant and he will never learn. So what I mean by that is, if you tell, let's say you fall in love with this kind of guy, and you don't agree with that person, you know that he's doing something wrong. So you try to convince him because that's your boyfriend. Say, hey, look. And he doesn't even let you finish the sentence. Say, I know it. Been there, done that. Right? Then you repeat the same mistake a million times. This guy would never learn. So, that kind of person, you stay away from that. Right? Okay. Let's move on. Yes.
I heard my teacher saying that. I heard my teacher saying been there, done that.
So that your teacher probably had a different reason, or maybe they want you to not be like that. Okay. All right. So okay. So this is ogada, right? So let's say ogada together. Ogada. About being humble. What does it say?
Miano.
Anybody can read?
I don't see.
I can't see.
Mansha. Okay. Pu myo mansha. So mansha being you're gonna be humble. Okay. If you're not humble, you don't even know this oga. So this is a very basic but very advanced. Okay. So a lot of parents ask me, why don't we pray with this Burmese version every night when we pray? Because this is very advanced. If you don't understand what you're saying, that's useless. Okay? So that's why we're not doing that. Once I teach you how to keep your mindset, then I will. But each and every word, even like the word ogada, has a lot of very deep meanings. Okay? That's the reason why we're not praying yet, because I don't want you to pray what you don't understand. But over here, what I want to tell you is that the very basic prayer has this perfect word about mansha. I mean, you gotta be very humble. When you bow down to Buddha, when you bow down to your parents, your teacher, anyone, you cannot have this mindset of, I'm a smart kid. My parents are rich. I live in the United States. Whatever arrogance that you have, if you have that kind of mindset, all the other facts will not come to you. Okay? So bowing down to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, or your parents, you get a lot of positive energy. But if you don't keep your mindset right, for example, just one thing here, if you have arrogance, if you're an arrogant person, you don't have humbleness, you're not going to get any positive energy of what you are praying. Okay? So being humble is very important in Buddhist life. Yes, Thomas?
Why are they all red underlined?
Say it again?
That's just because it's
That's because it's Burmese and your computer does not understand Burmese.
they're not
My
smart.
computer?
Yeah. Alright, so what does Mangala Sutta say about being humble? So you will see the same thing again. So can you guys read what's that? meditators next door don't. So, but I want you to be a little bit elated and a little higher mood. You may clap if you want to. So, when you recite Dhamma, okay, there are several ways of reciting it. Okay? Now, you can sing like a song, nothing's wrong with that, you may. As long as you pay respect to that. Okay? You cannot be singing like you're joking or playing around with that though. But you may sing. Or you may recite as a gatha that if you want to be powerful. If you want what you're reciting to be powerful, then you're going to take it very seriously. But if you want to recite it just because that's the guideline for your life, you may sing it. Okay? You may rhyme it that song. Now, over here, what does it tell about being humbleness? Which word is being humble here? Do you know?
Mana.
Okay? Mana devon go machuane go mecha anyene. So that whole thing actually is a lot more than humbleness. Okay? You will learn a little bit later. But this whole thing also, Mangala Sutta also teaches you that you need to be very humble in life. Okay? Alright. Now, why are you arrogant? A lot of people are arrogant for different reasons. I am better than them. A lot of time, people are arrogant because, hey, I'm smarter, I'm richer, or I'm taller, right? I'm bigger, right? So, now, I'm at the same level as them. Sometimes, oh, I'm okay. I have a lot of people around me, they're at the same level with me. And you're arrogant because you look down on people who are lower than you. Sometimes you are actually lower than others. Okay? I'm lower than them, but I don't care. Okay? Now, we are arrogant because of origin. Oh, I'm born in the United States. I'm an American citizen. Oh, these poor Burmese kids? So now, you're arrogant because of the origin. Oh, you might say, hey, I'm a Buddhist. Okay? That's not good. If you're arrogant, it's not good. If you know exactly what you're talking about, and if you're a real Buddhist, you will not be arrogant. Okay? Oh, I'm white. I'm brown. You're arrogant. Your power, money, family ancestry. Right? Oh, my great-great-great-great-grandfather was a king. Something like that. Or, no, I know this great person, that great person. So people are arrogant for so many different reasons. Okay? So these will not help you with your life or your learning. Actually, these will block your learning. So whenever you need to learn something, you gotta get rid of all this. Okay? Next. Alright, skip that. Okay, so what reader wants in Mangala Sutta? So what does Mangala Sutta say about what reader wants? So reader said he is intelligent, supportive, and funny. Do you see all of these in Mangala Sutta? Anybody knows? Does Mangala Sutta say about being intelligent?
Yeah.
Which one?
The top.
Pat, go ahead.
Number 4.
Okay, what is number 4? Can you recite that for me, please?
因为我学到你们这个刚的是被我姐姐学的这个刚才那个刚才听了我姐乐的乐
That is not quite close.
Yeah.
Not that one. Anybody know? About intelligent and funny.
Number 3 again, number 3.
What is number 3 then?
Tegante, yeah.
Very good. That's the right one. Okay, let's say it together. That counter, yeah. Okay, so number 1, intelligent, right? So what does Mangala Sutta say? You're gonna have much learning. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn everything, and be skilled in crafts. Meaning you need to be good at what you're going to do as your profession. Be well trained in moral conduct and to have speech that is well spoken. Now she called it funny. So what do you understand by what funny? If I'm a clown, is that funny?
No.
No. What does it really mean by funny here? What does she mean? So if you call a friend of yours, oh, he's a funny guy, I like him. What do you exactly mean by funny?
He makes sense.
He makes sense. What else?
He makes you happy.
He makes you happy. Good.
He's comedic.
Okay. Good. Anybody?
He goofs around.
He goofs around. Okay.
That's more of a crazy guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He makes you forget everything bad about in your life and just think about the good.
Very good. Right. So when you say someone's funny, okay, in this country, what I mean by that guy or that girl makes you to be happy always, no matter what. Right? Most of you guys said it's right. So let's say I'm very depressed and angry after today or crying. He come and console me, tell me a joke, make me happy. Then you see, next time, I like him, he's a funny guy. Right? He make me ease my pain. He doesn't tell me anything negative. Even if he has to tell me something negative, he will use the best word so that I don't feel hurt. Right? So, how many of you think like that whenever before you talk anything negative to your friend? Or to your brother, sister, your mom, dad?
Oh, that's sad.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
Before you say, let's say you find something negative to someone. Let's say your brother or sister or your mom or dad. Now, there are so many different ways of saying it. Okay? Let's say, for example, you got a low grade in a test. So, there are so many different ways of presenting it. Okay? Let's say Yeti failed a test. Now, I could be really angry, Yeti, why did you got C plus only? Why not A? Or, I could say, Yeti, what happened to me? What can I do for you? Can I take a look at your test and come go over together so that we find out what happened to you? This is shocking to me. It's the same message, right? Guys, put that away, please. Do not. So, in life, being funny in here, in this movie, as well as in Mangala Sutta, meaning that you think twice before you say a word. Words are like, do you guys remember the story that I showed you in the past where the father asked him to hammer the nails on the fence?
Yeah.
And asked him to pull it up. So the story was what?
I remember.
What was the lesson from that story? So let's say if I say something negative to you, Kathleen, even if I apologize, Kathleen, I'm so sorry. Will you ever forget? You forgive me, but you may not forget about that. Right? Now, same thing if you put a nail in a fence. You can pull the nail out, but what is left behind? A hole or a scar. Right? Now, the same thing, even if you need to say something negative, you want to use the best word so that you don't hurt that person. Right? You're sending the same message. So that's what it means by funny. Okay? Now, what does Buddha say here? Read that for me.
Your speech is well spoken.
To have speech that is well spoken.
Good grammar.
Okay? So that's exactly what it means by funny and here by reader. That, hey, I like a guy who will not hurt me. Forget about physically. Not even with the words. I like a guy who will make me feel better when I am depressed and low and sad. Right? Have you had days that you're really angry, upset, depressed, upset, crying? Yes, everybody has. Right? And then if your mom will come and console you, oh honey, you're okay, and hold you, you feel better, right? Then you love your mommy more. Yes? Yeah, same thing. Right? So that's what it means by being funny, but Buddha said even better, speech that is well spoken. So that's what you need to practice too in life. Okay? So what is next? Oh, okay. So there are 4 things that Buddha said about what is well-spoken word. Okay? So you don't say lines, right? If you say lines, definitely you are misrepresenting the truth. The first is speech. So sometimes you say things so that there are 2 friends, so you want those friends, one of them to be after with you all the time. So you don't want that friend to go to the other group. So you try to say something negative about the other group. You lie. Not only that you lie, but also that you're saying, oh God, this is speech. You're trying to break up the other group. Those are not good. Harsh speech. The intent of hurting another person's feeling. Right? Just like what I just told you, that it's the same message, but you can use very strong negative words that will hurt the other person. Idle chatter. That's what you do most of the time, especially the girls. You need to be very careful. You guys talk a lot of stuff which just doesn't make sense at all. Thus, idle chatter is also considered bad. Okay? So, no purposeful intent at all. Okay? You talk about, oh, did you watch that Korean guy? Oh my God. Oh, that Korean girl suicide. Killed herself. Right? That she's very cute. Okay, what up? Does it give you anything for your life? No, nothing, right? That is the idle chatter. Okay? So, all these things you need to avoid. Only then it will be a well-spoken person. If not, you are not a well-spoken person. So, try your best not to say any lines, not to say anything that is trying to break the group or trying to do the negative to the others. Anything harsh that can hurt other person's feelings, or even idle chatter. Okay? Next. What about being romantic and courageous by Mangala Sutta? It's romantic, courageous, right? You want your boyfriend, girlfriend to be romantic and courageous. So does Buddha say anything about being romantic and courageous? Courageous?
Doesn't that mean like you take care of your loved ones? It's not like in the boyfriend and girlfriend romantic, but it's in like
Perfect. Yes. So it means that you better take care of. But do you think Buddha will support those kind of things? Next slide. Let's answer this. So is this true? What do you think? Buddhism is against marriage and sex. Buddha would never talk about marriage life, husband-wife relationship. Who thinks this is right or wrong? Is it true that Buddhism is against sex, against marriage, against all these marital affairs, and you shouldn't get married according to Buddha?
No.
No. Right? That's what a lot of people think, but that's not true.
Oh, so it's yes.
Okay? So We're going to talk about that because a lot of people think that, oh, Buddha just want you to meditate and don't get married, and that's not true.
No, Buddha wants
If
to
you
get
choose to be in monastic life, meaning like the monks next door, definitely you are not allowed to get married. You're not allowed to have any affair with your opposite sex. But if you choose to be a normal person, we call it householder, that's totally fine. Okay? So don't feel like, oh, I'm practicing meditation. On the other hand, I'm a normal person. I still want to get married and make money. Oh, isn't that greedy? Isn't that sex? I shouldn't do? No, actually, no. So let's talk about that. Next. So there is a very famous sutta called Mangala Sutta or Mangala Sutta. So in that, this is what Buddha said, okay? That's not what I said or what the monks said later down the line. That's what Buddha said in this sutta. So there are Buddha clearly mentioned the duties of husband and the duty of a wife. Okay? So let's read what are the duty of a husband to a wife. Go ahead.
Honor the wife, respect the wife, be not faithful, sharing authority, giving gifts.
Okay, sorry, I think it has to be being faithful, to be not being faithful. It's my typo. So, look at this. So,
I'm not faithful.
this is what Buddha said, right? You're going to honor your wife. You're going to respect your wife. You're going to be faithful to your wife. I'm sorry, that's horrible. My wife will... I'm in trouble tonight. You're going to be faithful to your wife. Now, most importantly, sharing authority, okay? Because a lot of time, at that time in India, most of the Indians at the time, what religion did they believe in? Hinduism. In Hinduism, if you're a husband, you're the god.
You're the god of the house.
And if you're a wife, you're the maid. Okay? You do not have any authority. That's not what Buddha said. Buddha said, no. You're going to share your authority with your wife. Okay? Now, not only that, you see, you're going to give gift to your wife. So, now, what kind of gift? Usually at that time are jewelries. So you're going to buy jewelries and stuff, okay? Or whatever your wife likes. Now, if you're a wife, what should you do to your husband? So read that for me. By
being well organized, by kindly disposed to the in-laws and household workers, being faithful, looking after the household goods, being skillful and diligent in all duties.
a lot of responsibility, right? So number one, you're going to be well organized. So you cannot be like my daughter. She will never get married because she never takes care of herself.
I do.
Her room is a mess always.
My room is not a mess.
Okay? And she threw away all her clothes.
I do not
She never get married. Right? So
That's
I will
why
have
she
to
can
see.
get married anyway.
Being kindly disposed to be in-laws, so you gotta be kind to your in-laws, your mother-in-law, father-in-law, your brother-in-law, sister-in-law, everybody. And not even the household workers being your maid. Okay? You can just be very bossy to your maid, being faithful to your husband, looking after the household goods. So your husband's making a lot of money and buying things, but you throw away or you damage it, you destroy it, that's no good. Being skillful and diligent in all duties. So that's exactly what Buddha said. So that's what Rita is looking for. Right? Rita is looking for these things in the perfect life that he wants. Okay? So if you ever want to get a boyfriend, girlfriend, or get married, go back and study about this stuff. Okay? How do I pick a right guy? How do I pick a right girl? Okay? Tell your parents. Ask your parents. Yes.
What does diligent mean?
What does diligent mean? Who want to answer that question? Diligent means? Where?
Good.
Smart. Good, smart.
Yeah.
What else? You're very diligent. What someone tell you? You're very diligent.
Hardworking.
Okay. So the word diligent has a lot of meaning, sub meaning, and
Actually,
so all of those actually. So if you're diligent, meaning you're right on the spot. You know exactly what to do. Okay? You're disciplined. Okay? All right. So, next. Now, what does Mangala Sutta say about marriage life too? Right. So, read that for me. Let's recite it together. In Burma, Mangala Sutta is the very first sutta that people recite or the monks recite. So if someone asks you that, oh, you Buddhists, you guys are against marriage and sex life, that's not true. Because Mangala Sutta tells you a lot of things about marriage and your marriage life. They'll talk about to take care of your parents, your husband, your kids, right, your in-laws, everything is in here. Okay? So that's what you're reciting. So you're going to take care of your parents. Okay? You're going to take care of your husband and wife, your kids. You're going to work hard, take care of them. Okay? And you're going to, just like what I just talked about, the duty of wife and husband, then you're going to keep all the things that you earn by hard working. So these are clearly in Mangala Sutta. That's what we go by whenever we want to talk about your marriage. So even it is called Aindam Hung Pyusuye Mangala Tongma, meaning that 3 mangalas that you're going to practice in your marriage life. Right? So that's what Rita is looking for. Thanks.
Look in the mirror every 2 minutes.
Also, so what does she say before this?
Look in the mirror every 2 minutes.
No, before this.
She has
The body. She has a perfect body. What does it mean by that?
She's not fat.
Okay, number 1, not fat.
6
Good.
senses.
Huh?
6 senses.
6 senses. Okay.
He's not.
So how does Buddhists look at body? 32 body parts that we recite 32 body parts. Why do we recite 32 body parts every day?
Not to get attached to someone.
Not to get attached to someone, and also not to get attached to yourself. So at your age, you're not attached to anyone else yet because you're young. You're not a teenager yet. For those of you, there are a few of you who are teenagers, that now you started to get attracted to other opposite sex. But most of you are not. But what are you attracted to? Your own body, right? A lot of you hold your hand like this, and I'm looking at you guys. Some of you are praying, and some of you are doing this.
That's only the girl.
That means you're attracted. Yes, of course. I'm talking about some girls. That means you're attracted to yourself,
Wait, pick
right? There are a few boys looking at your hands. You're lying down. You're looking at your hands and doing this. You don't know what you're doing, but you are attracted to yourself, right? So you should know who I'm talking about. So you should know yourself. If you're bowing down to Pong Pong or Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you should be closing your eyes and you should not be moving. Your focus is on what you are reciting of Buddha Dhamma Sangha. But instead, you're doing this, doing this. That means you're attached to yourself. You're attracted to yourself, right? So, Thomas, you have a question?
2 things. Typically, I think some girls just do that because their hair is just getting into their face and they don't want to eat their hair. And second of all, they don't want to. You don't want to be attracted to yourself. That means you're like, oh, I don't want myself. It's too beautiful. I don't want it.
All right.
Is
So,
that what typically?
Rita said he has a perfect body, but he does not look into the mirror every 2 minutes. So, what does Buddha say about our body? So let's talk about that. That's on the slide. Would you like this kind of guy? No. Why not? Right? He has a perfect body. But if you're attached with this kind of guy, you will practice that 32 body parts meditation, right? But what is more important is the body or the mind? Mind. But if he has a perfect mind, would you like this kind of guy? Why not? It's okay. Right? But the more important thing is the mind. Right? But that's edited.
His belly button is so big.
Alright. Which body Buddha recommend?
The second one.
This one? This one or neither? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if Buddha recommend neither.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, you see.
Alright. So what's wrong with this? So this is Buddha, by the way. What's wrong with this? Where?
He's skinny and
He's skinny? Okay.
he's kind of like a skeleton.
He is not kind of like, he is a skeleton now, right? So what's wrong with being a skeleton Buddha? We call it skeleton Buddha. Is it good? Is that something that you should copy, or this is something that you should not? You should not. This is too extreme. So the story is, Buddha, he knows that he will be Buddha. So he's working really hard. He does not get enlightenment. So he said, forget about it, I'm not going to eat anything. Okay, every day he will eat 1 grain of beans and a sip of water. That's it, and he meditated. How many years?
6 years.
6 years. He became like this. Did he get enlightened?
No.
No. Okay, so this is too extreme. But will Buddha be like this too?
No.
No. What happened with this picture?
He's too fat.
He's too fat, right? And this is all money. So this, in fact, this is, a lot of you guys have this, right, at home?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Some of you have it because some of you have Chinese ancestry and you guys have this. By the way, this is not Buddha. A lot of Americans think that this is Buddha. This is not Buddha. Okay? So this is a saint that Chinese believe in. That consider, so what is he holding here?
He's holding a food. Dumpling.
No. This is a, huh?
A lamp? A gold.
No, this is it's a money or a brick of gold.
It's good.
That Chinese. So at the ancient time in China, that's the Chinese money. Okay, that's Chinese money too. So if you have this image at home, Chinese consider to be lucky and you get a lot of money. But a lot of Americans think that this represents Buddha. This is not Buddha. Okay. So as you guys said, Buddha will not recommend that either because he is fat, right? If you want to keep it because you're Chinese and your parents have the culture or they believe in getting money, that's totally fine. But what I want you to understand is that number 1 is not Buddha, number 2, Buddha will not recommend this kind of body either, right? But Buddha does not recommend this either, that's Buddha himself. No, so it has to be between, right? So that's what Buddha recommends about the body. Now, what else Buddha recommend about body and eating and diet and nutrition? You don't know? Well, you guys know it. You guys recite it every now and then when you go to Compton. Yes, sir.
Eat marshmallow.
Yes, of course.
It has to be balanced.
It has to be balanced. Very good.
Eat marshmallows.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
I forgot how you say it. It's like a. Thank you, these donors are like. Yeah, you could even.
donors be well happy and peaceful.
Before that, what do we recite before that? Come on. Most of you know that, right?
No, they don't have
No? Alright. So this is what we recite, or that is what Buddha recommends. Okay? So read this for me wisely.
Why not for fun, not for pleasure, not for fasting, not
recite in Burmese when you go to meditation camp, when you go to meditation center. So that's exactly what Buddha preached, okay, about how to maintain our body. We need to eat just enough to have the right amount so that we can keep balance and we are at ease and peacefully practice Dhamma. Okay? So we're going to continue next week because we want to teach you, continue about the Vipassara, because next week is a special day, special full moon day again, that we want you to learn about Mangala Sutta, because it is related to Vipassara and Azatata. Okay? The Vipassara and Azatata killed his father, so that also is related to Halloween. Okay? Because he wants to mourn about his father because he killed his father, right? So we're going to learn that next week. So we're going to watch a piece of video about just a review for Vipassara. So because
Don't leave! I'm not in there because I didn't want to be a good point anyway.
yeah.
Don't be embarrassed. They finished it away, guys. It's supposed to be fully generated. No. You didn't help.
Hi class.
That's not me acting.
Do you know how much your parents love you?
I think they do.
Don't think, believe. Of course they love you.
Now, what are some examples of a parent's love to a child? My little pony! Yeah, sure. When you're good at history, tell us some examples.
Well, King Bimbisara's love to his son, Ajatashatru, is a good example.
Isn't that the guy that had a farm?
No.
And that's what we're going to show you. Today we're going to show you a little presentation of Ajatashatru.
Let's go!
Years ago,
I want to drink my husband's blood, but how do I tell him?
later the king found out about his wife's wish.
You haven't eaten in days. Is there something you really want?
I just want to drink your blood.
Well then, you should have told me. We need our baby to be healthy.
So then the queen drank the blood and her wish was fulfilled. Later she found out that her unborn son would kill his father. So she tried to abort the baby, but the king would not let her. In a few days, a healthy baby boy was born. Now, there is a monk named Divadat. You probably know him. After meditating, he got supernatural powers. One day,
I want to kill Buddha, but I need the help of the king. I look disgusting.
Come, but how?
You're that scared? You're 25 years old. Grow up.
I'm scared. You have a tail. Who are you?
My name is Divina.
If your name is Davida, you can't be that.
Happy?
one day Divadat started his plan.
Hi.
We need to talk.
Back in the castle,
What?
So.
What?
What?
The
You want to be king? I can help you.
Duda convinced the young prince to kill his father and returned for help to kill Buddha. At night, Ajatasattu attempted to kill his father.
Enjoying silence.
Isn't that the prince?
Of course it is.
And he has a dagger.
Of course
Get him!
The guards caught him and brought him to the king.
We found him with a dagger outside your room.
Why did you want to kill me, my son?
I wanted to be the king.
Of course.
If that is what you want, I shall step down and give you the throne.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
But that was not enough for Duda.
Yeah.
I'm king now. There's no need to kill my father.
Yeah.
But it is not enough.
What are you, my third godmother?
The prince threw his father into prison and was not allowed any food. But the queen snuck food in when she came to visit. When Ajatasattu found out, he ordered the guards to search his mother before she went in.
Smack.
But she
That
still
is a
got food
cupcake
to
in
her
her hair.
husband.
Wow.
So then, all together, the prince banned the mother from going at all. One day, he asked a barber for a favor.
I need you to cut Aren't you a guard here?
Maybe.
Of course. Why?
Who cares? I need you to cut the bottom of my father's feet, put salt on them, and then have him walk on.
No.
Let go on fire. Let go.
Smack.
You know a barber just cuts hair, right?
Yeah. Of course.
But of course, Your
For
Majesty.
those of you who don't know what a barber
After the king was put through with a terrible ordeal,
He died.
Smack.
One day, Ajatasattu's wife gave birth to a baby boy.
Smack.
When a sudden thought occurred to him,
gasp.
What's wrong?
Wow.
It'll be it.
What? That was kind. I had no control of that.
Smack. Smack.
You've taken everything from me. What do you want now?
I just wanted to know if my father loved me the same way I love my son.
of course he did.
When you were very young, you had a boil on your arm. Your father heard, and he put you on his lap and sucked the boil until it burst open in his mouth. And he even swallowed the pus and blood.
No.
I am the worst son ever.
Of course you are. Gasp. Choke.
Yes, my king?
Why do you have a high
Release
voice?
my father from prison.
Choke.
I'm afraid I can't, sir.
Choke.
What do you mean?
What?
after receiving the news, Ajatasattu did not make any more contact with Devata and converted to Buddhism.
Yep.
King Bimbisara made it to a higher realm when Ajatasattu made it to the first level of hell. So, that's the end. Do you now know if your parents love you?
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
Now, what did you learn that relates to the Mangala Sutta?
Maybe I just hear.
Don't be friends with fools, even if they're ugly and have powers.
Honor those who are worthy of honor, like Buddha.
Care for your mother, father, spouse, and
So
children.
proud of you. Not my little pony.
Good job, children. It's time.
Where are the potatoes?
Yeti as King Bimbisara, Queen Mother, the Knights, and the wife.
Yeah.
Kind as Ajatasattu, Kind, and another queen. Ted as the teacher.
One of you wanted to be a character in my movies? So if you do, just tell me and I'll be there. See ya! Yeah, let's do that!
again is because not only because we're learning about Mangala Sutta and talking about the father and parents, their love to you. Okay, this goes very well with Halloween because, as I taught you last week, Halloween in our culture is not about having fun and going out for trick-or-treating. It's about the Day of the Dead. Now,
Halloween is nothing.
again, a judge does. So what happened is because he killed his father. Now, when the Day of the Dead comes, because in India they have the same thing too. Okay, so the Diwali that they do actually is related to that too. So now, when that day comes, Ajata now is the king. He feels really bad because he killed his father. Right? Now, next week is a special week, the full moon day of the Zambo. Now, Ajata changed his mind and went to Buddha. Now, that's also will teach us about the comparison between what we call fool as the teacher of his prior teacher. Who was his prior teacher? Devata. Right? Now he will have a new teacher, which will be Buddha. That's what we're going to learn next week. Okay? So I want you to really learn. So these are all falling in place very beautifully together this time of the year. The Halloween, the Day of the Dead, honoring your parents, honoring your dead relatives, and this full moon day of the Zambo. Okay? Alright, yes.
What is the movie called?
Which movie?
Oh, I haven't.
This movie?
We haven't
I
posted.
don't think she has
yet,
posted on the
but
YouTube yet.
it'll be there by like tomorrow. First of all, Halloween is nothing related to Day of the Dead.
Halloween is not related to Devada. You're right. Halloween
Oh
is
yeah,
not
let's do this
related
whole
to
movie
Devada.
again. Okay.
The Halloween, most of the country all over the world is related to the Day of the Dead, right? But Halloween, the Day of the Dead is related to Devada and Bemasara and Ajatadat because the Ajatadat felt really bad on the Day of the Dead because he killed his father. Okay, so he wanted to actually get also forgiveness from Buddha because he tried to kill Buddha indirectly, right? He supported the Ajatadat, supported the Devada to kill the.
You just said Ajashantar supported the Azatatat and Ajatatat. No, Azatatat supported Devada.
Ajatadat supported Devada to create Buddha, right? So that's what we're going to learn next week. Okay? Alright, very good guys. Good night.
Before you all go,
See you next
if you
week.
want to be a character in my movie, just tell me, okay?